And we're back. Hi, everybody. Mike here, live from the Cornish Pasty in downtown Las Vegas, in the Arts District. And I think about 10 people came already, showed up. We're having dinner as part of our meetup. And we started earlier today, about 3 o'clock local time. And we all met at the Antique Mart on about a block away. We actually walked. There. We walked back. It was nice. It was an antique mall, a bunch of shops under one roof. It was like an entire city block long. And they had some really nice stuff. I took some footage. It will be in my stream. It'll be on the next video, so we can check you out. Okay, let's do a little quick check-in. Keith, always number one, always first. He was first on. I ran a test stream earlier. He was the first on that one as well. Tina from Tina with the Lake Exchange. Hi, Tina. Yes, we're not going to party too much. I'm an old man. And Tina also says she said that she's not out here. Hopefully next year. Yeah, hopefully you can. We will do it, every year. The boss event is no longer a thing here in Vegas, but that's never going to stop me from coming out once, twice a year, because I'm so close with John, Jenna, and Archie, of course. So we come out here and we invent stuff to do, and we'll always make a little meetup every time that we are here. So it's only 2 a.m. in England. And speaking of England, and my good friend Keith Pitko, I will now toast you across the pond as a very good friend and a very loyal supporter. I appreciate you always coming on the live streams and following all my videos. Kelly Debs is back. She was in the original live stream, the test one. And I tell you, I was a little apprehensive because whenever you go on location, you never know if you're going to have Wi-Fi or things work out. But I was happy, and I left the antique mall a little bit earlier, so I had an opportunity to set everything up, and I'm glad I did. It took me a few minutes. But we got it going. I did the test stream. That went well, and here we are. So Mary said I had to make sure I had to come back to this test stream. Now, Mary, you always find the right place. Yeah. Always find the right place. So I am going to, until people start coming over and hanging out, I'm going to leave it to the chat to kind of keep this thing going. So anyone have any comments or any questions? You might not know, but John and myself and Josh Colt just spent 3 days at eBay Open. I'll tell you a little bit about that. It was really, really cool. I wasn't surprised. I know that eBay does a really nice event, but I was surprised at my response to it. Now, I'll be honest, I'm like many people in that there's like a love-hate relationship with eBay. I love the platform. I'm very supportive of it. It's what gives me my livelihood. I sell only on eBay, so I depend on them, and it's really, really the only platform as far as I'm concerned. But some of the things that they do, and apparently not supporting the sellers, and the glitches that are constant, whatever. I don't want to belabor it. Always set me back a little bit on trying to create an affinity for eBay. But I tell you, that's all changed by coming to the Open and really seeing that they do have the seller's best interest at heart. They couldn't treat us any better. It was like really amazing how they treated us. Really class act. It started off with a keynote speaker from Jamie Iannone, who's the CEO for eBay, And the keynotes, I will admit, are a little bit of a pep rally for eBay, but I had expected that. But once we got into the workshops, which were like, small. I mean, there was 1,700 people attending and over 300 employees, which was impressive in and of itself. And every one of the employees was more than willing to really, bend over backwards for us. And I thought that was nice as well. But so we go to the first keynote, and Jamie gives us a good idea of the vision for the platform and what we can expect in the next 3 days. And then just like about 2 minutes before the first keynote ended, he just casually dropped a bomb on us. Oh, by the way, because it's our 30th anniversary and you're all here, we are going to give every person in attendance a $300 gift certificate. Now, we paid $295 each attendance. So basically, he gave us our attendance for the event back, which was nice, which was really nice. So now, even if it was a bust, it wasn't costing us anything. So I thought that was cool. Then, right after the keynote, they all kind of directed us to the expo hall where all the vendors, would sell their wares and everything. And my impression of what I was expecting on the expo hall was a bunch of vendors just hawking their goods, and that was it. So that's all I thought it was. And then I also said, how are they going to get 1,700 people in this expo hall? Well, it was huge. But before they did that, they had every one of the 300 eBay employees lined up on either side of this little tunnel. And it's a tradition that eBay had that they're open. It's called a flap tunnel. And everyone, they had like chintzy little gold sellers, we love you, and thank you for your support. And they were shaking pom-poms. And everyone was really authentically happy and to really egg us on. Now, I know that eBay probably say this is what you got to do. But 300 people could be that artificial. I mean, there was really some honest kind of like affection in their eyes. And I'm an emotional person. For those who know me, I welled up. I mean, I was really was touched by that. And like for the first time in being on the eBay platform, I really had like an affection and a concern for eBay. And we got some guests. I'll go on and talk. Well, we have some of our attendees. Let's start off with John Russo Rabbit. Yeah. John, you want to?
I'll take it on the stream.
Yeah, would you, if you would? You don't mind.
All right. Look at me. I am the captain now. I have no idea what Mike was talking about. I just kind of randomly showed up over here, but he's dealing with something now. So I guess shoot over some questions. Does anybody even know who I am? Get the chat here. Oh, I gotta scroll down. Hi, Mary. Hi, Pitco. I was just watching part 2 video. Yeah, that just went up today. There are 4 parts. I was supposed to have it as one video, but it would have been like 3 hours long. So I'm doing 2 a week here because there's also going to be several parts for the eBay Open video. Just the 3 days of eBay Open was, I think, like 2 hours of footage. And then there's more after this. You watched me for years. I appreciate that. So I was planning on uploading the videos like live as I was doing them each day. For some reason, I can't get my computer to hook up to the internet. Christiana did not come with me. She had a work trip to the East Coast, so she went on that, and now she's back home. But I wish she could come, but at the same time, she's not a big fan of the crowds. She doesn't really like Vegas, so I feel like she wouldn't want to come that much anyways. She's more into coming on trips if I'm speaking, and I wasn't speaking. I was just an attendee this time. So I've never used, StreamYard, I think is what he's using. So I have no idea. I'm kind of looking around here. 8 viewers. So I don't even know where they went. I guess I am just going to ramble here. So we What do you think of eBay Open? I thought it was great. I had so much fun. I got a lot of gave feedback and received feedback from people at eBay. I did, they call it a seller clinic, where you sit down with a representative of eBay and they'll actually look at your eBay store and tell you, what you can improve and whatnot. And I got her email address, so I'm going to be pestering her as I improve my store. Uh-oh, John's in charge. I'm stuck with you guys. Yep. Trips coming up. Yes, I've got one in 2.5 weeks or so, but it's going to be a surprise trip. I'm not vlogging all of it, but I am vlogging part of it, and there will be a surprise special guest. You guys are going to like this one. So that's going to take place in about 2.5 weeks. So I've got a bit of a backlog between my last road trip and then this trip being split up into so many videos. So it's, I don't know, maybe a month from now you'll see it. That'll be an exciting one. Going to eBay Open UK, so it'll be good. I didn't know they did it in the UK. That's awesome. Do you have a YouTube channel or something? I'd love to see some footage of it. That'd be really cool. I wonder if any of the US people are there, because I know eBay UK has like their own team. It'd be interesting if there's some people. When is it? I have so many questions about this. I never knew that existed. Anyways, what I was thinking before, the Wi-Fi in my room won't connect to my computer for some reason. My computer can't even find the Wi-Fi network. My phone finds it just fine, so the videos are just going to have to wait until I get back. But that's fine, because I've got, all of the Midwest thrifting trip coming up. I think Mike's coming back. So I was not prepared for this at all. Had I prepared, maybe I would have had some topics for you. But any last minute questions before I turn it back over? It was like the better host than me. Nah, I don't know about that. You always like the warehouse sale videos. Am I still regularly doing those? Yes, actually. I will be doing one at the end of September. The last one was, when was the last one? July, I think. I think it was right after the 4th of July, maybe. You'll be recording it, just starting a YouTube journey, and launching it with the timing of eBay Open. So I am going to take a picture of your name here, and I'll check out your channel. If your YouTube channel is different than that name, though, send me an email. Back on my channel, on the bottom of each video is my email address, because I really want to see it. Lake Exchange says, safe trip back to Green Bay. Packers are in Indy. I don't really care much for preseason. It doesn't matter. Nice virtually meeting you too, Mary. I'm going to turn it back over to Mike, because I think they're just bringing out food menus. I am hungry.
So, I got to start to tell you about Jon.
Oh boy. Hopefully it's a good one.
The 5-decker sandwich.
Oh,
That was so sad. Thanks for coming.
just your
Came and went.
Are you guys coming with us?
I will. I'm gonna probably post this and then sit down like maybe an hour. Okay. Let's see. All right. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm kind of like doing double duty here, hosting the party and the stream. I scheduled it like now because I didn't want it to be too late on the East Coast, and certainly well with Keith. It's always late, so no matter what. So what I want to do is I just want to go back to the chat and make sure I've acknowledged everybody. If anyone who came in. Here, Mike. Okay, Tina said I was sad that my feed buffered when they announced Chris' retirement. We'll have to go back and rewatch. Oh, so Tina, you did do the eBay Live. Find your way here, guys. Just so that you know, I'm set up right next to a pool table. So I think I'm probably going to be in their way. Okay, we'll work that out. So yeah, I guess, Mayor, Tina, you did take advantage of the eBay Live remote. They did send it out to anyone who wanted to do the virtual. So yeah, they pretty much covered the entire event. for that. How about some Keith? I hope it's going to be a very long stream since you kept me up to watch it, and it's breakfast time in a few hours. So I got to keep you entertained. I hope I do, Keith. I hope I do. I appreciate it. Victor said hello to John. I was saying hi to John in the chat. For Christiana to go with Vegas, I'm sure he says that, they're preparing to get married. I don't know if they mentioned that. They'll be getting married shortly. That's good news. Mary wants to know if you have any other trips going. Um, I don't know who she was talking to. I mean, obviously not me. She knows everything that I do. You stuck with us. Oh, she was talking to Tina. She said, he may open in UK, so that would be good to compare it to the Vegas one. Yeah, Keith, I'm curious about that. Why don't you take some footage and send it to me? I'm curious to see what eBay Open in UK is. I'm sure it's got to be stellar. I mean, they really treated us well. I was like, where else? Oh, I'm sure Mary was talking to John. Oh, yes, Keith will be recording it, he said. I'm starting my YouTube journey soon, watching it with the timing of the eBay Open. Well, that's great, Keith. Good luck, congratulations. I will be your first subscriber, I promise you. So you just let me know when you're going to launch your channel. And I will definitely support you on that. If you support me. Tina wants to know where Archie is. He's probably eating. They just ordered the food. I think he just came. Yeah, John. Everyone's eating. I guess it's left to me. Do I? Yeah, no, don't let me stand in your way. I'm doing a live stream, but my patrons are very accommodating. They don't mind. Well, it's the only outlet. It's the only outlet in the place. So that's where I'm here. But like I said, let me just get out of your way. No, you're not bothering me. Don't worry about it. I'm bothering you, actually. And he makes the shot. He makes it. It's shot. No, that's all right. Look, you are more entitled to be here than I am. I'm on borrowed grounds here. Well, like I said, it was the only place that I had an outlet. So, fortunately, everyone in Vegas is very friendly and accommodating. I appreciate that. This wouldn't happen in New York. Yeah, no, definitely not. Going to just continue with the Lisa Dora in the chat. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Yeah, Tina's reporting on eBay Live. I enjoyed the live that was made for a couple of long days for me. Yeah, Tina, did they actually record I think there were 4 keynotes and there were 5 workshops every hour. Some of them were repeats, but there were 5 workshops every hour for 2 days. So there were quite a few, and I went to quite a few of them. Wednesday, the opening day was just a keynote and the expo and introducing us to the expo. I'll get back to explaining that in a minute. That was it. It's an early day Wednesday. Tuesday, I'm sorry. Tuesday was just the keynote and the introduction to the expo. And Wednesday was a full day. It was like 7 o'clock to 5 o'clock with a keynote in the morning, after breakfast, and before lunch there were workshops. And we wrapped it up about 5 on Wednesday. And on Thursday, it was another full day. Actually, it was a fuller day because breakfast at 8 o'clock, like every other day, and lunch about 12. A keynote at the end, and 4 or 5 workshops throughout the day. And then at 7 o'clock, we didn't go. John and I didn't go because Archie had picked me up and taken me back. But they had like this gala disco party at Tao, which was a restaurant, a discotheque. I don't know how to see it in the Venetian. Everything was held at the Venetian, which was a really nice casino hotel. We really enjoyed it there. And in addition to the eBay employees being very accommodating, the entire staff of the Venetian were just accommodating. Really, really, really nice. Lisa says I got some confetti from the stage at the 30th. Griff's retirement confetti. Well, that's going to be a nice keepsake. I think I could sell on eBay and pay for my trip. Probably. What she's talking about is that at the last keynote, well, fine, don't worry about it. At the last keynote, to everyone's surprise, they blasted this confetti cannon, and there was confetti all over the stage and everything. And it was during Griff's presentation. Griff is a long-term employee of eBay. He's been working for eBay for 29 years. And actually, they announced his retirement. I think to his surprise, actually, but he was like a real fixture in the eBay lore. So it's pretty cool. And then they did this nice little for fun thing. They did a trivia contest. They put up like 15 to 20 questions on the screen, and everyone was interactively able to join in. And they gave out like 50 different prizes, $50 gift certificates or whatever for the people who answered the most questions and the most in the quickest time. And I recorded that whole thing. I don't know if I'll get the whole thing on my video, but it's like questions like, what year did eBay first start? What was the first item that they sold? I knew that one. It's a broken laser pointer. When did they sell their first million items? Questions like that, little eBay trivia questions. It was fun, and it made you learn a lot about the history of eBay. And in addition to that, I'll tell you a little bit about the museum. They had like this museum with all pictures from the 90s, from the 2000s, from the 10s and the 2020s, and up to current times. And they just had all items and different artifacts and different news flashlights. Did you know that they sold a city for $117,000 on eBay? It's crazy stuff. I mean, I'm kind of interested and curious in the history of eBay because it really is nuts. Some of the things that you learn. So that was pretty cool. Lisa says hi to Mary. Keith said it won't be as good as they put on for you guys. That's for sure. I know, Keith. I'm looking forward to your channel, and Mary and I support all other channels, so we will definitely push yours out and get you going. Oh, that was very sweet, Lisa. Thank you. And are any of you guys Seller Circle in your area? Well, what she's talking about is that eBay has a facility. You just go on to sellerevents.ebay.com, and you can start a local group, and they will support you. Or if you don't want to go through that work, you can join. You can be part of a local group. So there's a whole database where they'll let you know all the other local sellers in the area, and they just set up events. And eBay supports in terms of like sending swag. They're not going to set up the meeting for you. Once you have, but they will, give you the list of all the people, and then you can blast it all out. And typically, they have like virtual meetings, or they have meetings, face-to-face meetings, and sometimes they're hybrids. Like when I went to Boston to see Vicky from the Boss Remix and Trish Glenn, who are both local eBay reseller group coordinators, leaders. They had it was an actual meetup. I drove up from New York to Boston, and there were about 15 of us that had dinner. There was a lot of eBay swag there, as typical, and they also had a Zoom call simultaneously. So they had like 15 people virtually and 15 people at the, in person at the meetup, and it was nice. So this is again something that I always advocate on my channel, and that you don't really have to go to fly from New York to Las Vegas like I'm doing to go to a meetup. It's nice. I highly recommend it. But all you really have to do is like reach out to someone in your backyard. And these seller groups, the seller circles, are one way to do it. And there's plenty of other ways to do it too. I mean, I always say that I love the garage sales, and I go to the garage sales Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the season before 5-6 months that the weather is conducive to that. And I've run into like the same 3 or 4 or 5 people at most of the sales, and I got friendly with them. Like I have their phone numbers and they have mine, and it's just another way to create community in your own backyard. Another way is just to be a participant in a live stream like this, and you just get to hang out with people from all over the country, all over the world for that matter, and just by being able to interact with the live stream. Continue on with the chat. Peter says 2 sessions were for live stream only, which was kind of cool.
This is supposed to be a test live. What happened?
No, this is the real one.
Why don't you redo the real one here a little bit?
Redo it?
Yeah, let's come back and do the real live, and then everyone's here.
This is a live.
No, everyone's here. You're looking for you.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to end this though. What I thought is like maybe everyone just come over for a minute, and then I'll get over that. I'm going to run this for.
You're going to leave this here?
Yeah, no, I got to come here. Yeah, I'll order it. Have someone come over. All right. What's the first one? 2 sessions, or two workshops, I guess, or for the live stream only, which is cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Just tell Jen I want the Mexican pasty.
The Mexican pasty?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Oh, you're gonna all right, John's taking over.
I'm gonna give you a chance to go say hi to everyone.
Okay, yeah.
And look at the menu for yourself. Okay, cool. I let everyone know about the ordering situation. There's 2 tables full right now.
Okay. All right, cool. You got it. You want the Mexican pasty?
Yeah, Mexican one. Hey everyone, welcome back to Mike's channel. So what's going on? What do we got here? We have about 2 long tables. We got like 20 something people here. So if you're in the area, the Vegas area, come on out. Come hang out, have something to drink. We're all ordering something, individually, but it's a fun time. Get a chance to meet up with some folks that I met at eBay Open, so that's cool. Who do we have here? We have the Lake Exchange, Lisa Dury. Dury, I think I got that right? Dury? Tell me if I'm wrong. Let's see. Emotional overload with all those people. I thought, and I think you're talking about eBay Open. I thought eBay Open was really well done, and I hope they have it more frequently than every 5 years. So, yes, Keith, I do have your number. So I forgot to send you a message that we're going live today. I think there's a few folks that didn't know that we went live earlier today, and I just been dealing with stuff like my eyes. Right now they're not bad, but they trying to figure out what's going on with me. But let's see. So Lake Exchange is out of Wisconsin right now. And Mary McQueen, nice to see you, Mary. Add the details to the event, but couldn't remember which day all the events were. Yeah, Mike's got a lot on the calendar. So if you guys are out this way, tomorrow we're doing day 2 of the meetup. Sort of like it's more Mike Metco than it is Flippin' Ain't Easy. I mean, I feel bad. I had a choice of either going to the auction or whatever it was that he went to, the antique thing, or doing the live. And I wanted to do the live because I really have a lot to talk about with the eBay Open. So if you guys got any questions, what's going on, man? James, what's going on? Come on over here. So I met up with James. I didn't catch your name. Lindsay. James and his wife, Lindsay, and they're out of Pennsylvania. And they're rocking tell us about your store. Tell us about you.
Second time around 2.0. Check me out.
That's the name of the store. Second time around 2.0. And we've got all kinds of interest. Even guy trying to make a 9-ball right now. Hold on. You got it. Okay. So we're just kicking it at this. It's kind of a bar vibe, but it's I don't know if you can see here. It's the Cornish pasty, and I guess a pasty is like a
Royal people hot pot.
Yeah, like a hot pocket. Yeah, without the microwave, right? So, you are again. Your store is, because I don't have it on my phone.
Second time around 2.0.
2.0, and I asked him why 2.0. He said because the second time around was already taken. So this guy, I'm envious of this guy. I'm totally envious of this guy. I like his style. I like what he's got going on and his opportunities. That because we sell a lot of, not the same thing, but it's the same kind of. Well, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same. The scope of just anything that sells will sell, right? Now, what is something that you won't sell? What's the one thing, or is there some things that you're like, no, that's a little too extreme for me?
Well, there's so much work in the returns.
How about this? How about that place we were talking about, which will go unnamed because it's the local place I go to? They had this auction, and it was a men's underwear thing, right?
Right.
And it was like a catheter with a hose in the front, and they had that for sale. No, I don't want to deal with that. I don't know. There's something wrong with that because I don't want it to be, because sometimes these customer returns were used, right?
Oh, man,
I don't want to find that out. So what's one thing like that you've come across that you just had to say no to?
Oh, really say no.
So can you guys hear us okay? Because I don't see a mic in here or anything. I don't know if Mike was wearing a mic, but you guys can hear us all right? Let us know if you can hear us okay, because sound quality is sometimes an issue for us.
I do flipping too, so I thought I thought the other guys were
Which one do you want? You want this channel or you want my channel?
your channel. Started 3 weeks ago. Last week was my first start of sales. I made $400.
There you go.
Thank
There
you.
you go. I'll make it easier
It's not
for
gonna be
you.
like that all the
So I
time.
have.
You're good right there.
He's about to break all these balls here. There you
Oh,
go.
that's sweet.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. So I got a bunch of reseller stickers, right? And I've been handing them out. I was doing the rounds at breakfast and lunch, and I met a lot of pretty cool people.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Okay.
you have this on a mic? Is there a mic? Can they hear
Yeah,
it?
it's just
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good like that.
So hopefully you guys can hear us okay. Okay. Keith says they can hear us. It's fine. So yeah, I mean, we have quite a few people here. It's a fun time. Even the guys playing pool tell me they just bought stuff to resell. They made $400 and they want to know what channel we were. It's just crazy how many people out there reselling. So James, tell us how you got started, man. How did you get started in reselling?
I wanted to sell used cars at first, and my cousin was doing eBay. And he's like, "You just gotta try it. You gotta try it." I'm like, "All right." Went to a yard sale. I bought a T-shirt for $1. Sold it for $350.
Yep.
I get it at the store.
Oh, really? Really? So did you know what you had, or how did you know?
Oh, I didn't know. I just like the T-shirt. My plan was to buy a T-shirt.
Okay.
And I looked it up, and it blew my mind.
So you looked it up after you bought it. Okay. Okay. And then you just said, "This is it, right?" Now, did that give you a false impression that everything was going to have value?
No.
Yeah.
I started looking it up first. I didn't really know the sell through rate. So I was just bought something along the price is how I was buying it. I was sitting on a lot of items that I had to learn. It was a process, but it was a fun process.
Yeah.
Make errors, lose, learn.
Right.
Where I'm at today.
Yeah. Not looking back. This guy's got employees. It's like, man, I envy this guy. I like his model. You know, that's the thing. That's the jump that I've never made is a warehouse. And it's the that overhead cost. So the jump between selling from home to that overhead cost, is that a huge jump?
When I went to my first month, I thought I was going to be scared about my first month in the warehouse, but it was so easy because I was able to put much in between there.
Really?
I was one, I took off. I doubled the sales the first month.
Wow.
Someone listed with you, so you can list twice as much, hold twice as much.
Now, do you list too? You do
Yeah,
not?
she's a good sourcer.
Yeah,
Okay.
sourcer.
So you don't like So you like my wife? She doesn't want to list. She wants nothing to do
No,
with
I
it.
really don't. I help shop.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you do shipping?
The driver.
Shipping? So how's that for you? You said you had an employee that does the shipping, right?
Yes.
Is there something that you delegate that you don't want to deal with? Shipping?
Yeah.
So you tell this person, whoever's working for you, you got this, and
What I do is I pre-make all my boxes.
right?
So it got all the stickers, the project stickers on it, so the bubble wrap in there and everything. So all he got to do is stick the item, put the little layer of bubble wrap and seal it. So it's like I put steps in there. I get it going for him. So it'll take him about half an hour, 45 minutes to be done.
So you develop your SOP, your standard operating procedures for everything that you do, right?
Yeah.
So so this might be a benefit if you don't feel right, or like you're here right now, right?
Right.
You're not closed.
No.
So you hand all of it off to your employee, or it's just
Everything, yeah.
they're listening to?
Listing and everything.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't start as a lister. He started as a shipper, and then he slowly trained him to list and had him manage their apps, make sure they were how he wanted it, not tell what to fix. So he would know, and now he's a pretty efficient lister.
Now, I always look at reselling as a secret, right? This is a secret. I didn't know. Look, I've been selling for part-time for over 23 years on eBay, but I never saw it as a way to replace my full-time job. So are you kind of wondering if your employee is going to say, I could do this for myself?
So he has some.
Oh, yeah. Phone store. I sell inventory so he can put that phone store.
Really?
Yeah.
And he still shows up to work.
Well, he's not at the level we are.
Yeah,
He
but
just
that's
sells a couple of items a week.
but when you first started, you weren't at the level you were, right? So what's to stop him from picking up on that and just run with it?
I don't know. I got a different type of job. I do this all day. I have the hobby.
Yeah.
The hobby is eBay.
I think he likes to sell this couple
I
of
wish
little
you lived
things.
out here locally, man.
I was
Get
in
along.
Boston. I wish I did.
But it's a good thing you don't, because you know my honey hole.
Well,
Out
look
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another one too. I'll tell you about.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's that's the key. It's having the drive, right? Having the drive, because there's days I'm sure you get up and you
Oh,
just don't
yeah.
feel it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or you want to go you'd rather do something else.
Rather, yes. Oh, yeah, all the time. So I just go in my warehouse, take a deep breath, and just get to work.
So imagine a pool game going on right behind the laptop, and that's what we're dealing with. So if you see my face like contort or whatever, that's because there's a 9-ball that could be flying right at my face anymore.
Anyway.
Yeah. So this is just the way it's set up. We're chatting with on Squad, James and Lindsay. They have a store. I met them at eBay Open. They are fans of the channel. It's cool. And they've been watching my content for a while. And I was able to try to help them out with a similar problem that Primo Chemo
You
had.
pointed us right to the right person.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and they resolved it for you, right?
Yep.
So they thought they were scammers, and they got their account fixed. So now there's no hold on their account. So the one takeaway I got was, this is from one of the experts there, that if you're getting that hold on your account where they're making you wait 72 hours for your money, it's due to there's some kind of something's caught something, and you need to get that resolved. And there's not too many people that's going to fix it, because they're going to look at it and say, well, this is just the way it is. If you get the right person, which the right person was at eBay Open, they can get in and dig deeper and find out what's going on. And so it's just like that. How long did it take for it to get back to normal?
Oh, it's not back to normal yet, but it's moving that way. He said he's still working on it, but
Okay.
he's started to
Hopefully by the 20th of the day, about the rest of the
about
day.
a week or so. He
Yeah.
gave us a contact to reach out to him at it.
Yeah, flying
Yeah,
nine
maybe more
ball.
questions or
Flying nine ball, that would make great content. Yeah, I would. Oh, man. So let's see. So Christopher Nutter has a question. Do you train all your employees yourself?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Watch over them for the
Oh!
You asked for the
Who asked-
flying
who asked-
No, it's okay. That was like 2 inches below where it could have landed.
That's good.
It landed right here.
Right here, it literally bounced off.
He scratched, and I almost scratched at the same time. It's all right. I'm just gonna put my hands
You
down
want to
here.
drink? That's on me.
No,
That is on me.
no. You landed a little. You landed right.
I'll get out on it later.
Oh, did they bring it or no?
No, we're just putting the order.
Okay, perfect. So what's happening is we've got a group of people at the main tables, and they've ordered their food, and I told Mike what I wanted, so they're ordering for me, and then we're gonna have people come in and just holler at you guys. It's the way it's set up. I don't think there's a way to get this laptop any closer to where we're sitting. So
go out and send more people in.
yeah, not yet. Let's see. Lisa said she got a sticker at breakfast. That's cool.
Beard on here, Beard,
What?
are you on here?
Beard
You're the
is
only one
on-
who didn't get to meet.
Bearded Picker, he's on his own live right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he didn't even show up to my live. So I showed up on his live and gave him shit for it.
Right.
Come on,
But-
here.
Yeah. But he'll
You're
be
gonna
on the
have to get onto
Profit
the
Playbook
plane one of
tomorrow.
these days.
When do you guys fly back?
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow
early.
morning?
Yeah.
Well, you know what time the Profit Playbook podcast comes on, right? He'll be on there. We'll be talking about the changes. We actually were able to record from there, and we pulled it off. So
We'll be on the plane. Don't you do that in the morning? No, that was at night.
So, Jenna, I told you what I wanted. I wanted the Mexican Patsy. If you can hear me, or pasty. I had to place my order through the live stream. Sorry. How odd is that? I got to send this to the internet. So I want the Mexican pasty. There it is, and that's not for Mike. That's for John. So, so Lisa said, "What is your favorite workshop?" What was your favorite workshop?
The AI stuff.
That was my favorite was the side booths. Learning like
Yeah,
the
not really the workshops, more the
Like the sessions where they had like you in there for an hour. They're talking about the different whatever you said.
Yeah.
So AI to me, I went to the AI one, and you know what? If everything works the way it's supposed to, it's exciting, right? But then on my live, people are saying, "Hey, I just went on the eBay AI and tried to list stuff, and they got it all wrong. It didn't fill out that as specific." So it's not where
was
it needs.
the eBay program, or was it like the people that use the program off of eBay, like that were set up in the middle there that were selling their little
No, this is
AI programs?
this is somebody who watched the channel, and they went on, and after hearing that, their eBay saying the AI works great for all categories except for motors, that they tried it and it didn't work for the damn. So it's sort of like, and eBay's been doing this. They've been pushing their background removal tool, right? And then you go to use it, and it doesn't remove all the background.
Or add stuff to the item.
Yeah, and you can't. There's no wand or anything. You go on and
nothing.
And that's one thing they should. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right?
Right.
That's like on all photo software, but they have it. So they're saying it works great. They have some cool ideas where you can set up your photos to look like it's in a studio. I like that. If they could fix that, I could actually go in and do the photo room, and we're good. And I could get rid of photo room. Do you use photo room?
No.
How do you do your photos?
All clear. I got my own light box. I got it.
Straight up light box. You don't do any background or anything like that.
Nope.
I guess it's faster. You don't have to worry about doing all kinds of stuff with your photos, right?
Changing the backdrop every couple of days gets irritating. And I got like my table like 6 foot long on my lifting table. So I can put anything up there.
Do you have a photo box?
No, like a table. Homemade. It's like
Yeah.
6 foot by 6 foot.
See, mine is a bunch of.
Are you trying to do a shot, make a shot?
Oh, do you mind moving the laptop? I don't
Yeah, yeah.
want to hit it, man.
No, it's okay. Well, don't hit something else
I'm gonna try not to, man.
because that would have been. That would have been.
Anxiety is-
No.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I can make it for you if you want. You got it. You got it. Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right. See, this is the game that's going on. You guys. Oh, where goes that? You grab that for me. This is what's happening right here. See, your game is now televised.
Oh, that's
So that's-
awesome.
That's what's happening right
How
now.
many people watching so I can get
We've
more-
got only 18 people,
That
13
still
people.
makes me more nervous.
No
Right.
pressure.
All the
Yeah.
pressure.
Let's just see if he makes this one shot, and I'll turn it
I'm
back.
not gonna make nothing here. I don't
Yeah.
Way to go.
You look like you're planning something out.
No, I'm trying to see what my best ability is.
Well, I got to close my legs here. Hold on. Yeah. Well, that didn't work out.
No.
So that's what we're doing. We're in harm's way, but all's good. So, what's your plans? All right, what's your plans for your business? What's your your goals?
I want to double my inventory the next 6 months.
Are you going to be able to do that within the same warehouse?
Yeah.
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 You got a lot of room then.
4,000 square feet. I'm only using about 2,000 now.
Wow. That means more employees, right?
Now, I'm just going to do more hours.
More hours, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So you're talking big stuff, small stuff?
Small stuff. Shoebox size is small.
Get a couple big things.
Couple
We try
big
to
things.
do
That's all I'm
smaller.
saying. Wait.
Yeah.
It's like the tote system, so we like to have stuff to
Yeah. Because that, I got to tell you, that big stuff, you can make some money, right? But man,
Yeah.
I just picked up this is a medical charger. It's, got the name Ashley Welch. Heck, I don't even know off the top of my head. I don't care to know because I'm never going to get another one. So I get it listed. But it's, when you go to the doctor and they check your ears with that tool that has like a little pointy thing on it. Well, this is a charger that holds 2 of those for a medical. And I think I'm into it for $10. You know what? This is in brand new condition.
say what's it go for.
Goes for retail $350, but on eBay the comps are like $299, $300.
That's a nice flip.
So yeah, it's that's what we're looking for, right? And if you get a chargers, normally only fetch you like $30-$40 maybe, right?
Yeah.
But medical device charger, it's not like it's required for like some kind of diagnosis. This is just to charge their tools, and I'm excited to get it. I think I just listed that before I left, so hopefully we'll get a sale here.
Wait to go back home and I'm missing already.
Yeah, it's funny. I get that way. I mean, how many people love reselling? I guess you call it love, or it's just habit, right? You call it love?
It's a love.
But what do you love about it?
Take care of your story. It's like it's a child.
But what is the love? What is because the child doesn't, other than with cash, the child doesn't reward you, right?
Because this is something you can actually put your effort and work into it, and you're gonna get something back out of it.
I kind of look at it as, remember in school, like arts and crafts, right? There's your chance to like build something unique, right? And I look at it as I can put my twist on it. I don't have to answer to nobody.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
His own boss, I think
Yeah.
is his favorite part.
Yeah.
And I think there's a little bit of that like rush too when you find an item that is a few dollars and you can turn it for $200. Or
Right.
a $10 item for $300. You get a little bit of a rush out of that.
Right. Right.
That's
It's
why
awesome.
we still go out and source too, along with getting like trucks and pallets because we like to give get that rush of going in and looking for stuff too.
Do you ever go to yard sales?
Oh yeah.
So even though you have all that merchandise, you still go to yard sales?
Oh yeah.
Yard
You want to
sale,
talk to me about
big
your
store.
son, check him out.
There it is. What about liquidation map? You ever check that out?
Yep. Tell me about that.
Yep,
So
you're
you-
right. Got that from
So you're finding local stuff, right? So what about the seller that says, that's nice and all, you guys are making all this money, but I can't find what you're selling in my area. What do you say to that?
Right. With not much. Like, well, that was a bust today, but most days, I mean, we get some good stuff. And if
Yeah.
you mix it in with everything, the yard sale, a little bit of pallet stuff, it works.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like the Lake Exchange says, it's an addiction. It's an addiction. I guess you could call it an addiction, right? It's like I'm out golfing with the friends, right? And my mind's on my business. It ain't supposed to be that way, right? But
It's hard. It's hard to get out of that mode. If you get out of there, you're gonna lose your groove to it. You gotta stay on top of it. You gotta keep it on your mind.
flipping ain't easy. So what do you think about that statement? Flipping ain't easy. Because people will say reselling's easy. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
So like you ever have to fight a chargeback?
I should probably get your number if you pick me up.
Every couple months.
Oh, this is Mike. We have the ghost of Mike.
Yeah. Put me on.
Mike, you there?
Put my name on it? Am I on?
You're on.
Okay, good. We got the remote cam. We got a remote cam. Let's figure that out.
It's dark. See, we're at a dark restaurant. So that's Archie.
We don't like so much.
Erica.
Okay.
Yeah. Miss Jenna.
Oh,
Now we can walk around.
It's awesome.
This is good.
Very nice.
It's
Well,
good.
I almost got nailed over here.
What's that, John?
I almost got nailed over here.
Got nailed?
I almost got nailed.
I'll be right there. I'll rescue you.
Pull off the shot here. You good? You good? All right, we'll get a bird's eye view of this. Here we go.
I don't know you can do a remote cam and stream your out. That's ain't bad, everybody.
Goodness, I'm gonna eat this.
You're welcome to come over there and live. Yeah. Take your time. Take your time.
What's going on? Well, I don't know how long we've been going for 52 minutes.
Come back there.
Is he coming back here? He's coming back here. You guys can see Mike coming. There's Mike coming. I don't know. He's coming back here.
I can't hear you, so bear with me.
We're gonna keep it going, but we have 18 people. That's awesome. Spam. I am on Mike's channel. I'm manning his
I
camera.
figured out you could do a remote cam.
Mike, right there. I got to tell you,
You guys
you
gonna
got to
come
know the dangers I'm
to
dealing with.
Comic Golf tomorrow? So some meetings go out there.
Oh, it's cool. It added a little element to this. No, it's fine. All right, guys. Have a good one. All right, thanks, man. All right.
John's the acting host, so yeah. I really didn't get a chance to like hang out with you guys.
Baby YouTuber, live here in Vegas.
And it's Katie right there.
And Katie, my wife, YouTube channel, Katie and Vicky. Some of you might watch it. I'm not sure. Maybe. We live here in Vegas, and these are our friends, and we're gonna come hang out.
So I actually heard your speech on the stage.
You did?
I did, and it's in my video. Part of it's in my video about we're not all competition. We're in this together, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And
We're co-workers, not competitors.
yeah, well, we all are quasi eBay employees, right?
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Mary. I see Mary in the chat.
Got Mary,
Mary.
got Callie Debs,
Yep.
and they want to know
They
your
watch
channel.
us.
They want your channel again.
It is Katie and Vicky, Katy and Vicky. Super original, I know.
And what do you guys talk about in your channel?
So we sadly haven't done a video in about 5 or 6 weeks. I feel like we're on summer break.
Oh.
It's like TV channels, right? But reruns all summer. But we do mostly our Sunday show is the most consistent show. We do a Sunday live show where we talk about our numbers. We're one of the sellers, and not a lot of sellers do that, but we're two of the sellers that actually talk about our gross sales for the week, what we paid for everything, our net profits, things like that, to give people a little bit more realistic view of numbers and sales. I've been selling since 1998. I've been full time since 2009.
Wow.
Katie's been full time since about 2016. Yeah.
So, what's the toughest thing about being full time?
Well, I mean, how well you do is entirely up to you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's really it. I think the toughest thing about being full time is finding enough hours in the day to get everything done personally.
Right.
A lot of people have problems with consistency. I don't. I'm not one of those people. I work my reselling job like a real job. I put in 8 to 10 hours a day every day. And I think it's way too easy to blow that off.
Yep. Yeah. Just like James, we just had James and his wife here, and they're saying it's sort of like an addiction. It's something that you just look forward to. Even when you're gone, you look forward to doing it. What do you guys think about that?
I would say that's probably more true for me than it is for Vicky.
Really? Okay.
If it was up to me, I'd be working 7 days a week, 10, 12 hours a day because I really enjoy it. It's fun. And she's the one that kind of says, like, no, we need to have a day off. We need to be done working by 6.
You need to stop working at a certain time, work-life balance, all that stuff.
Yeah. So I definitely like I even because like today I came home from eBay Open and I had to ship 25 items.
Right.
So that was not fun. But usually when I get up in the morning, like I'm happy to get to work. I'm happy to get started. I'm not like dreading having to do shipping and stuff like that. So every part of it I like.
So, what do you guys sell?
So a little bit of everything. I started as an antiques and collectibles seller. I used to live in New England, and that was everywhere.
Okay.
We live here. There's not a whole heck of a lot of antiques in Las Vegas and Nevada in general. It's a pretty small
Right.
population. But we sell mostly women's vintage jewelry. Probably my niche.
Okay.
Something I know very well. I sell it. I teach about it. Yeah, that's my forte.
And I sell mainly men's clothing. Very, very focused on vintage.
Right.
The market has changed. I've had to kind of expand out with stuff, graphic tees, and stuff like that. Mainly t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, and stuff.
And like everyone else, you have a place that you go to, or multiple places that is a go-to place for you, or do you do a lot of yard sales?
We do very few yard sales, actually. I love yard selling. Katie not so much. I just don't like doing it myself so much, so I don't do it a ton. We have most of our inventory is here in Vegas, but both of us also have a lot of out-of-state resources. We buy in large bulk quantities, buy out other sellers that are getting it out of business, so they maybe got more stuff than they know what to do with.
Okay.
And we will do that.
You ever buy liquidation clothing?
No, not really.
No, because we don't have the one that sells.
Oh, okay.
We don't see it. As far as like the Vegas go, that's probably their best source here. See that Vegas has fantastic things.
John hates the bins.
Do you guys wear like hockey equipment when you go?
Yeah.
Because it's like,
No, we do.
I mean, it is. I've seen bins throughout the country, and ours has to be like one of the worst.
See, I would completely disagree. I think it's one of the best.
No, I'm not forcing. I'm saying the people there.
No, I actually don't.
Really?
Yeah. We do a lot of traveling to stores as well. So we go and do road trips or flyaway trips that we rent and Airbnb and sell friends. And everything just sources all the time, and then we ship everything home. So we've been to a lot of major cities, and some of them are really good. Dallas is the best. Colorado is fantastic in Dallas. Texas.
Really?
They're like the worst ones. They're a lot more impressive.
So what turned me off of the bins is I used to really focus on shoes, right? So I'd go to the bins.
Shoe people are
People, they pull out a thing, a bin or two of shoes, and they would load their cart up with the shoe. And then you're like,
And then they yeah.
I mean, that makes a lot more sense than you.
Yeah, I would be too if I was doing shoes.
I'm like, I can't do this anymore. So
The sound is terrible.
yeah, it sounded terrible.
Playing loud.
Yeah, I don't know who's hooked up. Mike, is that you? Are you
Yeah,
hooked up?
make comments.
You want me to swap with me?
Whatever you like. You're good. You're good. Fine.
Okay.
If you mute his
Okay.
camera, it's also you can see it's picking up sound for you.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
That might
Okay.
help a little bit.
Okay. So,
There you go. That works.
okay, perfect. So, is this like, what are your goals going forward with reselling?
I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, and I've had to adapt to lots of different economic changes in the country, and I think that we're in another one right now. This reminds me a lot of reselling in 2008, 2009. We had a market crash, and everything kind of changed. The landscape changed. I think it's continually changing. I think one of the most important things about being a reseller is being adaptable. You have to learn and roll with the punches and learn how the market changes, learn how buyer attitudes change. I hate live selling, but I know it's a must do. I know it's something I have to swing more around to. I've done a bunch of it, so has Katie, but I don't enjoy it. But I also know that that's what's happening a lot. So learning to be adaptable, learning what's happening and what changes and how to change with it. Don't try to keep doing the same thing. Yeah. If it doesn't work anymore, it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, and believe me, we don't necessarily follow our advice because we're both very set in our ways. We have separate stores, but we kind of approach reselling the same way. And it took us way too long to make a lot of adaptation in the last few years, and it really hurt us. And like Mickey was saying earlier, we talk a lot about our numbers, and anyone who's followed us over the years knows that our numbers used to be a lot better a few years ago. And so we've really shown like our pain points and like how difficult it's been for us. What we've been trying to do to grow, and so we're pretty transparent about that.
So how do you adjust during a time like this? How do you adjust? Like a lot of people are dealing with summer slowdown and stuff, especially in clothing, right? So how do you adjust to make it work?
Well, like I used to always like really only focus on vintage, and when I started in 2016. It had to. Vintage has always been a thing, but it really exploded during COVID. So you could sell stuff for crazy prices, and I was paying up a lot for all that stuff. And I love vintage, and it's really interesting. It's fun, and I would always say like, I only sell things I really like and that I think are cool. And then that went away. Kind of the bubble burst a little bit.
When she says vintage, think T-shirt bros. Katie's a T-shirt bro.
Yeah, I'm a T-shirt bro.
That's what she sells.
And so I really had to kind of humble myself and recognize that I had to go for the cheaper, more current t-shirts that you get more volume. Because I was always like low volume, high prices, and I've had to completely change that, and it has made a difference. I'm actually seeing my sales going up during the summer.
Okay. So, what are your? I think I said this. What are your goals? What are your goals like going forward? Are you gonna grow your business? Keep doing the same thing?
I would just like to maintain and have a modest increase year over year, and up until the last couple of years, that's what I've always done. I have 2 part-time employees, and I just want to keep them in business as well.
Do you work out of your home, or do you have a separate location?
Work out of our home. You've been to our house, so we have a pretty big house. So we're fortunate that we have a big house because at least 50% of it is used for business, which means we both have large inventories, processing, photographing, all that kind of stuff. We try to keep the stuff out of our living space as much as you can. We all know that that's a problem, right?
Yeah.
So we keep everything in our house. We have a 3-car garage and all that kind of stuff. So
That's good. That's a good place to store unlisted stuff, right? In your garage, or you store listed stuff? Listed stuff. Okay.
Everything is listed as soon as it comes to the house, if possible.
Right.
Neither one of us operate using, death files, profit files. We do our best to list consistently and not have too much of that happening.
So, what's your best advice for someone who's selling clothing? Because there's a lot of clothing sellers out here watching, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, I think clothing is a very saturated, difficult market. So if you're going to sell clothing, know what you're talking, know what you're selling. Learn either niche into something that you know more about than your competitor, or definitely check. And I don't do this because of what I sell in vintage. It's very hard to competently sell through race like that. What I sell is long tail. So unless that's your focus, you really need to look at sell through right here. You're going to be sitting on things. Yeah. Just because it may have been a good name brand 2 years ago, you got to make sure you're keeping on top of the current trends and knowing what happens.
I'll say for me, what made the biggest difference in the last couple of years is consistency really important when it comes to eBay. And when I mean consistency, I'm talking like you need to have listings going live 7 days a week, 55 days a year. It doesn't mean you need to be working that many days, but you can take advantage of scheduling, building up a graph bank. But it really makes a difference. And every single day you have a net positive listings going into your store.
Right. I agree with that because it may not necessarily be required for the algorithm to get the sales, but if you're focused on getting listings up every day, that becomes ingrained into your daily process, right? So what was your biggest takeaway from eBay Open?
So I've attended every eBay Open that they've ever had, virtual and in person, and then we also do our own reseller event. I will say that the eBay Open sessions are generally geared to newer sellers, so I don't always get a lot out of the sessions and stuff themselves. However, the in-person networking and the speaking with the eBay executives, the different departments, and gathering information, connections, contacts, that is the most important part of their in-person events for me. Having that ability to, if something goes sideways with your account or if you have an issue, you're not just a number. You have the ability to they have a face to put to your name, and you have someone specific to contact if there's something wrong. Or we've all had issues, right? You have issues with customer issues with your account. You know, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. And sometimes the generic customer service isn't going to cut it.
Yeah.
So for me, that's important.
Because we've gone to so many of these events, it's like with eBay, you really do get to interact with so many of them. We have several people at eBay that we consider friends. We have like close relationships with, and that's just for consistency. That's just coming every week, for being involved as much as possible.
It's from hosting our event as well. I also host a local meetup here in Vegas. I do a lot of work with eBay. I definitely do a lot of stuff for free. It's speaking at eBay Open this year, things like that. Kind of put forth the effort to stay in that circle, and it's worth it. You know, I might do it for free, but the benefits are that I do have these connections and have the ability to talk to people and make a call if something goes wrong or whatnot.
Well, and the other part of it is just networking with other sellers that you never know when an opportunity is going to come up. Like maybe you had somebody prefer a guy that has a bunch of vintage clothing deals here. Now it's just wanted to have a good time. All the kind of partnerships that you see that happen, like with all these guys, and you know, Mike started this whole meetup thing because
it came to our event.
Very first in-person event.
Right.
Our event. And he's pretty much everyone across the country from then.
He won't say no to anything. If somebody's having a baptism, he's going. Mike's going across the country. He's going to be there.
That's right.
You just never, even if it doesn't immediately mean $4 on your bottom line, you just never know what opportunities come out being part of this.
So what do you think of some of the changes they've made? Think they're positive changes? Someone said that they're common sense changes. What do you think?
I agree with that. That's good. Common sense changes. eBay's very slow to make changes that help the platform. It is what it is. It's an antiquated platform. They don't move quite as quickly as the newer platforms.
Right.
They're bigger. They're operating on 10 million-year-old servers at this point. It takes them a lot longer to come around. It's such a big corporation, but when they do, most of the changes are good.
Yeah, I was. Did you do the clinic where you?
Yes.
Did you get anything out of that?
For the most part, I got a lot of this is good, this is good, this is good, this is good. Maybe you've got a bunch of stale listings. So the biggest thing I got out of that is that things were always changing, right? For the longest time, it was list it and forget it. Leave your listings, don't touch them. You don't want to mess with the SEO. You don't want to mess with the algorithm. And then it was, well, okay, maybe if they're over a year old, you should be changing them. That's when it's, they're stale, and you should end them and sell similar, and change your photo, change your price, whatever.
Right.
Now they're saying 90 days. Now I think 90 days is a little too early because the Google SEO takes longer to optimize your listing. It takes longer than 90 days. But I think if you've got things listed longer than 5 or 6 months, you should be definitely taking a look at them. So, yeah. I'm Vicky, by the way. They're just Katie.
But they did have like a really good session on Google and eBay search. And there was really big things that came out of that. Some of them were just from people asking questions, and one of the things that came out of that was absolutely definitively your listing and you're using calculated shipping in your listings, it is not being indexed by Google.
Really?
So you've always said don't use calculated shipping, but that was just because
We live on one side of the country versus the
right,
other.
you can really it can make your shipping very, very expensive. Not that much. This was something that was new to us. That you have calculated shipping on your listing will not be indexed by Google, which means like people are going to see it unless they buy it.
But I've sold quite. Almost all my listings are calculated. I get sales through that are Google based because I check my stats. It'll show you external sales and external traffic.
So imagine if you it sounds like you might even have more.
Right. But they took us out of the stage. So sorry about that.
So yeah, I mean, I think if you have smaller items, you're selling clothing, you're selling shoes, whatever, create business policies, flat rate shipping business policies, and that'll help. That was what I got out of that.
So I guess our food's there.
I know, you guys are
You want to?
get Mike over here.
Yeah, you want to
Take over.
get
for
Mike to come over? You want to go? I think I put food. You guys are ready to go eat. So thanks for joining us, and we need to get you guys on my channel.
you. Yeah, for sure. Anytime.
Yeah. One of Monday and Friday lives.
All right, let me know when.
You got it.
Bye, everybody.
So they're awesome. They put together a meeting out here, usually like once a quarter. This is what I know about it. They've had a bowling thing. Sometimes eBay will come out, and it's cool to have that kind of contact with eBay. The masses don't have. All we have are the overseas contact centers, and there's a huge difference between having someone that can take action and someone who's not allowed to take action. And I think even if you go to a local meetup, you then will be in touch with someone who knows or might be in touch with someone at eBay that can go to bat for you. So I think that's really huge and important. Now, my biggest takeaway from eBay Open was that eBay really cares. I think most of the employees, because you're going to have employees that don't care. It's just a paycheck, and they're there just to do their job, and they don't really have. Maybe they pick the 300 employees that are, better with customer service or better. I think probably better in their categories and whatever they specialize in. But you could really tell that they cared and they wanted to make a difference, for sellers. And I needed to see. I got there jaded. I was very jaded. I didn't know what to expect. I've been jaded for many years when it comes to eBay. And I'm not eBay fanboy, but what I was saying in my live earlier today is that we owe a little bit of patience and gratitude towards the platform that's helping us make money. What would you do if you did not have eBay? Where would you go? Would you have yard sales? Would you go on Mercari, which many of us don't do well in Mercari? Poshmark, I guess, right? But where would that be? And for many people, that's a question that I couldn't answer that question. I would probably have to go back to a 9-to-5, if I'm being honest. So I can't hold a grudge against eBay. It's easy to blame eBay when things go wrong on the platform, but you got to understand, ain't nothing perfect. And, all I got to do to confirm that is to go and look in the mirror when I get up in the morning, and I ain't perfect. And why should I expect everything and everyone else to be perfect? So when there's shortcomings, whether it's within, the people you deal with or the website you work on, I think the best course of action is to just identify what the problem is and work your business around that, even if it's temporary, to figure out the best way to proceed. So, look, I'm going to still criticize eBay. I'm not a fanboy, but at the same time, I got to realize that it isn't necessarily going to break my business if something goes wrong with eBay. Let's see here. Bitco says, John, we know eBay paid you guys with $300. Shush money, LOL. You know, I just got through doing 2 hours live. My eyes are probably not so bad, but my eyes of the last couple of days have been really bad, guys, and my vision is getting crazy. Mary says, I'm only on Posh and Mercari, but I have a work for someone else's job. It does sound like they treated you well. They treated us great. I cannot complain. They went all out and they did really a great job. And of course, you know, I'm not a huge fan of Backstreet Boys, but they came walking through, and Nick Carter gave me a fist bump, and that was kind of cool. Pico says, I struggled with that very question for so long, but now it's not a problem with me. The e-waste side of the business as well. Yeah. Yeah, they are stores. John, your eyes from store. Go eat. Send someone else over. Food will get cold. All right. So what I'll do is, if you guys just want to hang out, I'll go over there and see if someone wants to come over. Okay. But it's still going on. We're just gonna keep sending people over. But the thing is, this is a big bar, and we're on the other side of the restaurant, so I really don't feel comfortable, you know, not having someone sitting here with his laptop. So let me see if I can do that. Okay. Hang tight.
Okay, where are we? I'm back. Okay. A little hectic here. Having a lot of fun, a lot going on. Like usual. I see that in the chat. I tried to do a little remote streaming from my phone, but I think I did more harm than good. I wanted to try to monitor the chat because I don't think John was covering it. So I'm going to apologize for anyone who we missed. And I'm going to try to pick up from somewhere in the past. Let's see. And John is a much better host than I am anyway. So, okay, so I did say hi to Spam Banshee. And I guess James, her husband, Primo Chemo, was in not far behind. They kind of go together as a set. Two of my favorite YouTubers. I don't know. I think I put in the chat that programming note. I'm really looking forward to having Primo and Spam on our show. I think we're scheduling them shortly after I get home. So stand by for that. Still have 13 people in the chat. That's nice. How's everybody doing? Rhonda, I see Rhonda is here. Hello. Hey, Katie and Vicky and Mike and John and everybody else. We have about, I think 15, 20 people in the dining room. And I invited everyone to come up if they like to say hello. I think I did that remote viewing. I don't know if you see all of that. But everyone's eating now. So I gave John a break. I said, come and get you food before it's hot. he says 3 a.m. here in the UK. Keep it going for 2 more hours. That's what I'll be heading to open up the warehouse. All right. Good night, everybody. 2 more hours. No, generally, what I do with my live streams is I'll hang out all night if people want me to. I don't want to be overbearing and make it run any later than I have to. Did one hang out that went 5 hours after the Nashville meetup. People just kept on coming and going, and I will never hang up on my viewers. Sunny Las Vegas is actually here. Oh, that was my announcement. I did get that announcement in. Okay, good. Did I miss anybody else? Average course said this Mike Wright not being able to get knowledgeable customer service. Well, I tell you, the eBay Open was very interesting. I have the same experience when I call customer service at eBay. You know, you always get a frontline person, and sometimes they know what, you know, they have a reasonable answer for you. Sometimes they don't. And when they don't, they put you into the back office, someone head of the department or whatever. At the Open, it was kind of like that scenario, but live. You know, there was one booth that had just all the questions being addressed, and if the person that you spoke to didn't have an answer for you, they directed it to someone else. Usually, the person that they gave it to was pretty knowledgeable and answered my questions. I did stump them on one. We didn't have an answer, but what they did was they took, you know, we all had the badges, so they scanned the Q code on my badge and said that they would get back to me. And that was the kind of the attitude throughout the entire eBay Open. I mean, every one of the employees were more than accommodated. They really do the best that they could do. So I really, for the first time, I felt that eBay really has our back. You know, I didn't really get that much before I went to the Open, but you know, just based on everything they did for us, the grand gala, and you know, all the food and the, you know, all the activities and all the trouble that they took, and they went through some considerable expense, I'm sure. I mean, they had to fly every one of those 300 employees out and put them up in a hotel room in Vegas. That couldn't be cheap. They all did that to, you know, serve the seller. Now, it was interesting. They were very big on, you know, having us pose questions and give feedback, and they would record us when we had feedback. So I think that the idea, one of the reasons for having the Open is to give the platform an opportunity to really hear out these sellers. And I'm sure that they take all that feedback and put it somewhere and digest it and organize it with the intent of making the platform better. I mean, it's not perfect. You know, nothing is. I think the problem with eBay in general is that they're just so big, and they're kind of their backbone, their software architecture is dated, so they have a little trouble in managing. I mean, it's amazing if you look at the numbers of eBay. It's like, you know, 1.5 billion items sold every day. I mean, how do you manage that? You know, really. So I give them credit for doing as good as they can do. You know? Any corporation that big, there's got to be some, you know, some things falling through the cracks. Can't hear again. Oh, can you hear me now? Just someone give me a heads up in the chat. Am I just jabbering without anyone here? Okay, Lonnie says that's good to hear. I think so. I think that you hear me. Yeah, John was looking a little red-eyed. He had some issues with his eyes and his contact lenses during the entire eBay Open. In fact, at one point, I think it was Wednesday, we drove in together and we had breakfast, and he really wasn't feeling well. He had a headache and an irritation in his eyes. So I actually left, and he came back. I felt bad. I said, John, I'll leave with you, no problem. No reason for you to have to come back. He said, no, I'll be all right. I just need an hour, take some Tylenol or something, and rinse out my eyes. And he came back much better. So I was happy for that. So I hope I caught up with everyone. I hope I acknowledged everyone in the chat, because that's a big thing for me. If you're taking the time and the trouble, spend some time out of your day to come on the chat. I do like to acknowledge you. So I would ask a favor if anyone who's in the chat, I can acknowledge. There was a time when I wasn't monitoring the chat, running around like a nut. So I might have missed someone. So if anyone in the chat who I did not acknowledge, just please mention it now so I can make sure to give you acknowledgement from you. So for the rest of the meetup, we'll probably be here for another couple of hours. Good, Mary, thank you. We'll be here for the next couple of hours. That will be it for tonight. And tomorrow, and I'm hoping that, there's one guy who's playing pool here, not part of the meetup, said to me that, gee, he just started reselling like this last week, and he made a couple $100 sale. He was really excited. So I said, look, man, be part of our meetup. This is the community here. I gave him one of our schedules, and he said that he wanted to do the garage selling tomorrow. And well, stick around, because typically at these meetups is that, the mornings are open and unscheduled, and that's done for a reason, because it gives the individual the time either to sleep in or catch up with rest or whatever. But for me, there's no rest. What I always do is I try to get to some garage sale, and I've done this at every meetup that I've ever been to. And I typically end up going out with someone that I've never garage sale with. In fact, people that I've really never met until the meetup. Like when I was in Omaha, I went out with Happy Heart Treasures and Jesse Zena from Eastville to ride, and I had known of them, but I had never met them until actually going to meet up, and we paired up and we went in garage sales and had a great time. So there's something that'll happen. So the morning is open. Hopefully some of the people here tonight will decide to pair up and go out to garage sales. I know Archie and I are going to go garage sale. We'll see who we can have join us. We'll drive him around. Archie has his car, of course. And then as far as the formal continuation of the meetup, we're going to meet at Desiree Industries, which is a local thrift store chain here in Vegas and other areas in the Southwest. And then we're going to go to Savers right here in the Arts District. And we went there. We did a little visit early in the week to check everything out. And it's a pretty cool Savers. It's kind of like a retro look. It looks like a fun place. We'll go there tomorrow. And then the topper, the final activity is I reserved some time at a place called Atomic Golf. It's pretty similar to Top Golf. You might be familiar with that, where it's a simulated golf course. Everyone has their own individual bays, but they give you golf clubs. There's a tee, there's a monitor, and it's all computer controlled. There's an algorithm that will tell how hard to hit the ball, and do a spin on it, and all that stuff. I'm not a golfer. I really don't know any of those technical terms, but it could be good training. It could be good training for a golfer. Okay, and my relief is here. John, you reading? I'll just tell him about the Atomic Golf.
Yeah, this place, it's like very dark place. Loud music, kind of a different clientele, and they serve nothing but hot pockets. Well, they have some salad too, but they call it pasty, and it's I just had a chicken cheese. I think there's maybe some beans in it, and it was the Mexican hot. It's like a pasty, and it you get some salsa and sour cream. It was okay for what it was. Just a weird. Yeah, I scarfed because I felt bad that Mike still had his food, so I wanted to make sure that he could have a chance to eat. So, yeah, his food was gonna get cold. I didn't want that, so I came back. Jenna told me that I need to take Sunday off because of my eyes. Look, ain't no damn difference between me sitting in here in front of a laptop and or doing my work. If I'm doing this, I'm gonna do my work. So if that means I have to go buy a patch to put over my left eye and just push forward, that's it. I there's no slowing me down. I've got too much to do, too many goals to do. As it is, I'm losing the battle with eBay. I was over 300 listings. It doesn't seem like a lot. I'm down to 282, and I'm making more sales than what I can list, which is not a good thing. And part of it's sourcing. Got to do more with that. But the other part of it is getting the stuff done. I have a full storage unit that I went to today, picked up some stuff. There's no reason why my stuff is still sitting in storage. I need to get that stuff up and listed. And so these are pain points. And it's not like I'm goofing around. It's not like I am having a tough time getting to it. It's just things are, I don't want to make excuses, but just things are happening. So many things are happening, and I just run out of time in a day. There's so much that goes into what I list, and it's the biggest complaint, I'd say, about the things that I choose. And I choose what I sell, but I'm finding that the things I sell do very well. So the trade-off is it's going to take a little longer for me to list an item. It's a little bit more challenging because I deal with heavier stuff. And if I stop doing that, guys, my revenue would go way down. So I really, unless I find something bigger and better, I'm not going to really be able to change that right now. Yeah, let's see. We got Keith says, I think you have Mike doing your grand job. Yeah, Mike's doing a good job of putting this community together. It's amazing that he's so willing to go to different locations, and whether he's flying or he's taking a road trip, he's all for it. Let's see. That was nice of you. Yeah. I was done with my food, and I looked over and saw Mike had half his plate, and I'm like, I better go rescue Mike and get him a chance to eat his food. So let's see. Yeah, I went home the second day of the eBay Open. I called my eye doctor, and he got back to me and said that check. Yeah, go to your primary and then get a referral, because my eye doctor is in California. So the idea of driving 4 hours, but there's some things that I can do. I think part of it is that when I'm sleeping, my eyes aren't closing all the way, and I don't know why, but it's so dry in Nevada that with that, the AC unit on is just drying me out. So
yeah, and I have to have the AC on. That's just non-negotiable.
Yeah. So we haven't like a damn freezer in our room, but they say something like if you have the temperature in your room down around 65 degrees, then you sleep better at night. And I can tell you, I sleep pretty damn good when it's cold. You just bundle up, right? There's something about that. Yes, underscore. I have these. It's like they cover your eyes, and it's like a strap in the back.
It's like a heating pad
like a
for your
compression.
eyes.
You heat it up in the microwave for like 30 seconds, and you put it over your eyes, and it kind of stimulates the glands to help create a little bit more moisture in your eyes, and that's kind of the goal. But I think I'm going to start sleeping with that more than because you put it on your eyes for like 10 minutes, you take it off, but I think I'm going to start at night, just put the warm one on and just sleep with that on there, because I wake up when I take a nap, I wake up feeling so much better.
Yeah.
So I think that's the key.
I think that is going to be beneficial.
John, got to take care of your health. You got to watch for burnout. It's real. I've been there a lot. Yeah, but I enjoy what I do. I think that's the thing. If you just look at it as this is just a means to an end, then yeah, burnout can happen real fast. But if you enjoy what you do and you look forward to doing it, like I'm fired up. I mean, it just today what did I do? I got up, I picked the stuff that sold. Had to go to the storage unit because there's an item that was there that sold. We have some of our parts there, car parts in the storage unit. And I went in and pulled some items and brought it home to get listed. So Keith says, I got used to a little step over the years. That was sleep over the years. I'm just not able to see very good. Lots of burnout on the way through. It took its toll on my health. But now I can't sleep, so I just work. What is it right now? It must be like 4 a.m. where you're at. Must be. Is there some kind of law in the UK that you can't stay up past 3 a.m? No. Mary, try Cellulvis. It's thicker than most eye drops. It's over the counter. Okay. For that, I use Blink, and Blink drops are really like a real oily drop. I wish you could be in with everyone. Yeah, I didn't know this is the way he was going to set it up. I know he wanted to go live, but
he wanted to initially put it back by our tables, but there's no plug, and there's a lot of other people around. This place, last time we came here, there was hardly anybody here, and tonight this place is packed.
Yeah, and being Friday night, it's going to be, I guess. Christopher says, get some of those blindfolds. This is like a blindfold, but they're like these round things, and they go over here with a strap, and you put it in the microwave, and like there's whatever it's made of on the inside, it heats up, and it keeps it hot for 5 or 10 minutes. That's good. So much.
Oh, yeah. You can't see it.
Well, I'm sure she knows it. As long as you know.
Yeah.
They're made by Refresh.
They're made by Refresh. Is that the Cellulvis, Mary?
Oh, there goes my phone. I mean, I almost got denutted by a cue ball. Pitco says, maybe an eye patch for the daytime. Yeah. Call myself Resell Pirate. Something sounds promising. This chat is moving on me. I'm sorry. Keith says, like me, when done, here I'll have breakfast and head to the warehouse. That's insane.
Keith,
talking about me.
Get some rest.
Talking about me. Yeah, the Pitco machine never sleeps. But don't you have employees? I don't know if you have employees. They're like, I'm taking the day off and I'm just going to sleep. Andre Squaw says, I'm okay if you want to go visit, but I will stay until you go. I appreciate that. I feel like it's so dark in here.
Thank you, Mary.
Yeah, it's so dark in here. I couldn't do that. I mean, I wouldn't want my stuff sitting here.
Yeah, there's too many people.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want Mike to lose his laptop. So, Mike, I will do this for Mike. Mary says, yes, Jenna, I'm actually sending you a message on Facebook. Okay. Pitco, hey, if you guys want to go mingle with the group, don't stay on stream as an our account. Well, it's. I'm more concerned about his equipment here, the way because it's on the other side of the restaurant, and I don't want something to happen. I'd feel bad if something happened to his laptop. So, I almost feel like it'd be a good note to end. I don't want to be the one to call the end of the live, so I'll wait until he gives me the approval.
How long has it been?
It's been an hour and 39 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Say, Mr. Chase, put a C note in a poker machine for me. The video poker machines. I really don't play those out here. I might get the urge to play a damn craps machine, which is just the worst. But generally, I gotta just, if I'm gonna play, I'm just gonna play poker, regular poker. Kelly, you guys should join the others. No, we'll wait. I mean, we'll join the others. Yeah, this has a bar vibe.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the area in the town that it's sketchy. There's a lot of homeless people around.
Yeah.
They are dangerous.
Well, no matter what, we have like less than an hour because I paid
We have
parking for 3 hours. So we got to go and move the car before that time is up. So that's okay. I'm gonna go.
Is Mercedes here?
Yeah. I said hi, Mr. David.
Oh
Want
yeah.
me to
You
put a
just
C
said,
note?
okay.
Robert Spry. Hello, Mike. Well, Mike's eating, but this is John Flippin' Ain't Easy. We're kind of just filling in. Until he gets back. We have some yards. I don't know if we do yard sales in the morning. We have drifting. Then we have atomic golf we're going to go to. So like a top golf. But we're done. We're done here. When we're done here, you know what I'm doing, right?
Taking your contacts off
That?
and going to bed.
No. I got work to do.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
No, sir. I will turn the power off.
Okay, if I don't get work done tonight, I won't be able to go tomorrow. I'm just telling you how it is. My business comes first. I do not let the business lapse for anything. So I had listings launched for eBay Open. I'm now out of it listings to launch, and I need to get those done.
Okay, so then that's fine. But Sunday, you're taking a few hours to just no screens, no computers.
3 hours on Sunday?
Yes.
So from 2 to 5 a.m., no screens.
No, sir.
2 to 5 a.m., no screens. Got it. Keith says, hey, in the stream and go enjoy the fun with it. If you want to go and join the meetup, don't let me keep you from friends and networking. See, the only thing that I don't really like about the setup is we're not near the group.
Yeah.
And it's, if I'm here, then Mike's there. If Mike's here, then I'm there. They're not being able to hang out with the group. We have 10 people watching.
He says to turn the power off in the garage.
Yeah. Jenna, make her sleep. Shut the power off in the garage.
Yeah, I'm going
The
to.
product is in the way of the breaker switch. So
No, I will get to it.
no 5 hours on Sunday. So from 12 till 5. Oh, 1 a.m. till 6 a.m. No eBay. You got it.
No, sir.
You got it.
Need
Got it.
some rest.
You want to check the mic and see if you want me to shut it off. I'll call it.
All right. Love you guys. I'll see you later. Did Josh go back to the Yes, he's already home. Josh is already home.
He made it.
All right.
So Mary says, John, permanent damage to your eye won't help future you, so please listen to Jenna. No, I'm going to listen to Jenna. I think that, like right now, my eyes are getting kind of red. This is not the one. This is the one and it's not bad, but you should see what it looks like when I wake up in the morning. It's bad. So I think it's just the dryness that accumulates throughout the night. I'm going to try this thing tonight and put something on my eyes, and it's going to work. So, yes, Josh made it okay. Mr. Say says, they say watching TV too close is bad for your eyes is a myth. So my own mother lied to me my whole childhood. Like you keep making faces, your face is gonna stay that way. That's what I was told. John, you've got an iPhone which will stream fine. So post Mike's laptop and stream phone with the group. It's just a little too hard even for that. It's so loud over there. We're in a remote part of the back part of the bar, and I mean there's people that are just walking by right here, but they're all accumulating over in the other area there. Beard King, Alex, I see you. I just take the damn day off. I don't take days off. I take time off. It's just the way I'm wired. If I allow myself a way to take the day off, like I took time off 3 days from eBay Open, I'll do it. But I didn't do that this time. I literally have to I'm not going to lose this battle to eBay. It's running my store down to hardly any listings. So that's something that Beard King, Mike's finishing his food, but we might end the live because it's just, we're too far detached from the group. It's dark in here. I'm surprised you guys can even see me. Henri Squaw says she doesn't ask very often and she will be gone to Cali soon. Yes. I will do what I can to try to take a little time off on Sunday. Yes. What are days off? I don't take days off. I take time off. So I will try to take some time off. Sadie says, I have no idea how you even rest your eyes, or I would tell you. Close them, right? But for whatever reason, when I go to sleep, my eyes don't close all the way. That's the problem. So here's Mr. Mike. Why don't we cut the live, Mike? Yeah, I just want to. Okay, Mike. So here's the guys. Take it easy. I'll take some time off on Sunday. Have a good one, guys. Thanks, John.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. All right, we're gonna wrap it up shortly, but not before we bring on two of Las Vegas local best. We got Sunny Las Vegas,
Mikey
and Mikey Bags of Money.
We got Itchy Pants Archie.
Itchy Pants Archie right there. So
We got Rich's butt.
we got people
I
still in here.
think Pitbull's out in the UK and it's around 4 right now.
It's about 4 o'clock
In the morning.
but he hung out. He hung out with us. We did a 7-hour stream. Archie and Keith was there, and he stayed. He stayed the entire thing. Just want to say
we're about to move to.
Hello to people I didn't miss. Hey, Alex, Big Kicker, is here. Mr. Sadie, I saw in the chat. Welcome in. And again, if I missed anyone, just check in one more time. But in the meantime, let's say hello to our guests. One thing I love about Vegas is that if there's nothing else going on, we always have Sonny and Mikey to hang out with.
Always,
cool. always, yeah.
Mikey Bags of Money, give him a follow. Sunny Las Vegas.
That's Sunny Las Vegas.
I am the Sunny Las Vegas.
He's the Sunny Las Vegas, the one and only. Hustle Man in the chat, hello.
Hustle Man.
Boo! Boo! And I think we caught up with everybody in the chat. So what do you guys like to say? So what?
I always say do more of what makes you happy, as long as you don't have to look over your shoulder, and be good in the world, and a lot of good will come your way.
That's right, Paul Farmer.
Yeah, I just gotta say thank you, Mike and John, for hosting. Day one of this event has been a hit. Day 2 is coming up, so who knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you ever get to meet him and anybody else that's here, but meet them. They are genuinely good people, off and on camera.
Yeah, I found that. That's why I'm so happy and honored, really, and grateful to be part of this community.
Before y'all go, I met him in another Mike, Death Pile Pickers, out in Harry Tornado's event. And these guys were so welcoming. I was so in a rush to get to the airport. I was brand new over there, had no idea what was going on. And him and the other Mike were like, "Don't worry about it. We'll get you to your plane."
We got you, yeah.
And we ended up doing a freaking probably 15 yard sales before I got to my airplane, and still got to have lunch. And guys will take care of me. So
yeah, no, that's
never forget.
It's like that. It's like that all around. I mean, I struggled through this whole YouTube situation because I'm really not that experienced, but I never worry about it because I just turn to somebody and they've done it before, and they like help me out. Like even today, I mean, this was not the best scheduling doing the meetup. I mean, doing the live stream, actually during the eating, but everyone, as you see, everyone filled in and pulled their weight. It was like really really cool.
Y'all have a good one.
Yeah.
Rolling.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess we will. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Mike. All righty then. Actually, it was really nice that everyone hung in there. I had a great time. I hope you did as well. I really appreciate everyone stopping by. Make sure to check out the videos that I create as a result of Mike and Eggs.
Your turn shut down?
No, not yet.
Oh, all right.
Just in a minute, yeah. But I'm wrapping it up now. Just in final remarks. So yeah, so I will be putting out some videos. I put out one already since I've been here. We'll put something together for the eBay Open and another video for the meetup. So I'm going to do a little more filming, a little more coverage, and then we will put that out. So again, I want to thank everyone. The bottom of my heart for being here. You really keep me going, guys and ladies. Thank everyone for your help. And we'll see you next time. Thank you, everybody. Bye.